So that was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome, everybody, to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the
I have no idea who she is.
Yeah, I don't recognize her.
You might recognize me. I'm special.
To change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year it's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free.
I like how you can
now,
tell she's an EA spokesperson.
There are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer.
Okay, that's something
Trevor
we want
Noah
to
gave
see.
you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys.
Big news.
Any World Cup fans?
I'm ready.
You guys excited?
Is it the game
it's
is
gonna be
canceled?
awesome.
Oh my god.
Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look
I'm just not
at
excited for
Anthem.
indie games.
How indie are they if they're published by EA?
Exactly.
I'm into it.
I mean,
you want to do this?
Really?
And on top of that,
it'd be fun, you guys, if I told you all the
they've
secrets
focused
at
on
once,
indie
right?
games for like 2 or 3
Give
years
him a
now.
break. He
All
needs to
the
just
fucking
enjoy the
developer
show.
or all the conferences.
So without further
And
ado, let's get things started.
Indie became the catchphrase ever since Minecraft got huge.
Yeah, and see, I don't care. I do not care.
I'm good with it. I don't care. I don't care if it's AAA or indie. As long as the game's good.
Exactly.
I could care less who developed it.
Yep. If I have fun playing the game, it's good for me. That's a cool little intro, I guess. The dude on the right looks like an old teacher that was at my school.
It's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting. There's been a lot of speculation.
I always forget
and so many brilliant
like
remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. And you want to know more about our take on the Second World War.
Our take on the Second World War. Uh-oh.
There you go. There it is.
More gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive battlefield.
That's the main word.
It certainly is.
That's the main phrase, I guess.
You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously the defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned really hide
The
from
chat
those
went
pesky
crazy
tanks
when he
anymore
said
as they
take.
come chasing it for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal.
How does that have anything to do with portraying World War II, to be able to customize your soldier?
Tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
No one cares about the single player.
So we want to tell you about those untold stories.
I guess they want to talk about it since Battlefield 1's campaign
what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is
surprise twist. They're
the war
countering Call of Duty by removing multiplayer and only having a campaign.
Oh no.
Real and relatable people facing
I wouldn't be surprised.
The brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is
So we'll
just
see
the
more at
beginning.
Microsoft?
You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
That'll be interesting.
Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know
Hopefully
a lot
they
of you
learned
have
some
been
lessons
asking
from
for.
Battlefront.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they did.
It's Royale.
Oh no,
What'd they say?
Royale.
God damn. Okay, well, let's
God
see.
damn it.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we
Now,
bring
the
those
real question,
pillars
who
of
thought it up
Battlefield
first,
with
Call of Duty
destruction,
or Battlefield?
team play, vehicles into this
They
new
said
experience.
Call of Duty has
So
been working
we
on
will
theirs
bring you
since
experience that you haven't
before
played
the
before
last game
in
came out.
Battlefield or anywhere else. But
So-
more about that later this year.
sometime during the
So with that,
PUBG
it's
life.
time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even
Featuring music.
Featuring music.
No one in particular, just music. Old guy strumming on a banjo in the back corner.
Kid playing his harmonica with his shirt off and bare feet.
There you go. I will give Battlefield that. Destructible buildings. Always satisfying tearing down big things.
Yeah. That's why they brought the fortifications into this game. For fucking Battle Royale.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't even think about that when I saw the trailer. Of course, I was kind of expecting the EA to be a little bit more mature and not make a Battle Royale.
It's the flavor of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if every major FPS tries to throw out their own version of Battle Royale at this point.
Overwatch Battle Royale? Man, I saw a lot of
It
blood
would
for a
not
split
surprise
second
me
there.
whatsoever. Hey, Paladins is doing it.
Yeah, I mean, Overwatch would be copying Paladins, so.
Hey, I mean, it all comes full circle.
Zeus!
What the hell? The fuck was
What?
up with that?
Yeah. Just go with it.
Don't
And
question it.
now into FIFA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I could care with FIFA.
Yeah, I'm not into.
Like, if I want to play a sports game, I'm gonna go grab my PS2. I'm gonna go throw in an old Madden game, and I'm gonna enjoy it just as much as any modern Madden game.
I'm gonna go grab my PS2 and throw in Blitz. I don't even like the Madden games and shit. I mean, they're all
There we
right.
go.
I have fun, but Blitz is way better.
Or if I
Look
want
at how
basketball,
realistic we
they'll-
can make that grass look.
The best part about any of these games is the awesome graphical glitches that always come out of them.
Oh yeah.
You get some fantastic memes out of these games.
Oh, you definitely do. I see a lot on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that name.
Well, at least the music's okay.
Yeah.
It's featuring more music.
Now we just got a random kid rapping out there. That's actually a pretty small conference compared to what they usually do.
Did they only allow in press, maybe?
Maybe. Maybe it's because E3 itself isn't open this year, and EA's doing theirs like before the actual conference.
Yeah, EA's not open yet.
Yeah, so
EA. Yeah, fuck.
E3.
E3 isn't open yet, so.
Look at all the scratches on that trophy.
That's the UEFA Champions League.
They reused
The
it.
pinnacle
God
of
damn
club
it.
football.
Look at the backside,
Where the
and
world's
it
best
has a
clubs
different turn. It says FIFA World
and
Cup.
icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer.
Hans
And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision
I'm not even going to try to say that chick's
for how
last
the
name.
Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more.
I didn't see your last name.
As Aaron said, the UEFA
It's okay.
Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live and authentic Champions League content. And we'll share more details on that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all that's
beginning.
just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year,
You're
we're giving
slightly
you the
ahead of
tools
me,
to control
and it
the
throws
pitch
me off
at
when you
every
say
moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical
I got
touch.
this.
And we know how passionate you are about gameplay.
Pause
so
it
we
for
worked
1
hard
second.
to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th.
And there's like
And that's our
completely
FIFA
silent.
19 news,
Like,
headlined
pause,
by the
nope, okay,
UEFA
going on.
Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's 2 iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy.
I was happy to
The
get
World
my
Cup.
participation trophy.
And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
There was a whole 3 people that clapped
As you can
for
imagine,
that.
all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
Looks like a bunch of uniform.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, stop feeling it now, Mr.
Any
Krabs.
England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access.
Oh, I could play the
download and
old
play the
one that
entire
you're
game
not
right
talking
now
about right
for
now?
free. Yeah. So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And
I
this
don't
summer will
care
bring
about
so
that.
much more
Was that
for
Little
FIFA
Yachty?
fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf from Island!
That was weird.
I don't know what it was.
What is
I
his
guess it
voice?
was some excitement in another language. That's all I know.
I'm talking about the person rapping who like, kept going really high for half a second.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, you're the rap expert here.
They're weird.
There you go.
There you go.
Good morning. EA Sports,
God damn it. Stop talking
FIFA
about it.
19. You know, the FIFA community never
Yeah,
rests. 20 million people
I don't care to
from
hear
60
about your
countries
sports.
playing in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never
I wanted
rests
sports, I
either,
wouldn't be playing video
bringing
games.
The Champions League and
That's
the World
right.
Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things.
Before we get started, oh wait, we're already started.
The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier.
You're watching the stream. Remember
and
to
we
subscribe.
believe that disruption is going to be have a profound
If he ends
impact
this with watch and
on our
subscribe,
industry
we'll be
in
upset.
the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have
Shameless
seen that we
plug in the
announced
middle.
a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms.
Like good old Mirror's
For
Edge.
others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms.
Gonna go put some Xbox
But
on your
for
smartphone?
everyone, it's going to mean
No.
playing games
I don't want to do that at
anywhere,
all.
anytime. So this week we've got a tech demo
Titanfall 2
running.
on your phone?
All of our games streaming
Good
in
luck
HD
getting your phone
from
to
the
run that
cloud
shit.
to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for
I saw
yourself.
Asus is
Now, it's
selling
not quite
gaming
ready
phones
for
now.
full market
So is,
prime time yet,
Razer.
but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being
giving us
able to
money.
have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere.
Oh,
So 3 things you need to know about it.
another
Origin
tier
Access Premier
to
will bring
subscribing.
you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade.
A PC port for Matt.
Then FIFA 19,
I don't care about it.
Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come.
I
buddy.
have to
Second,
re-download
you get
Origin
access to
now.
the Vault, our library of over 100
I know when I saw
games
Anthem, I was like,
from
fuck,
EA
I can't
and
shit
other
talk it now.
publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and
Give
experience
us
the
your money.
benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
Is this gonna be a commercial for the exact same thing he just talked about?
It is. Did they show Garden Warfare for a second?
They did. Item, ball, lots of sports.
Some Need for Speed.
Sims.
I don't want fire breathed on me through the TV.
You gotta pay extra for that feature anyway.
Okay, well good. I don't have enough money for
Hey, everybody. What's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from
What the
Respawn.
fuck was it? that. That
What's going on,
surprise
Vince?
face.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting
What's
yesterday.
happening?
There was,
and
like,
has
no
been
people
a
that cheered
bunch of
for that with her.
speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's
Amazing.
amazing. The teams are kicking
Amazing.
ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you
I forgot all about
internet is
fucking
going
Star
wild
Wars
right
games.
now.
God damn it.
I hope so.
Forgot all about EA
So
doing
the
that.
Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen
Woo!
Order.
So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it
That's
kind of
sad.
gives you some idea that you'll be playing
Right.
a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits?
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad time. Does that mean it's gonna just be all dark and serious?
I'm not sure.
It's amazing.
Can't really tell.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this
No, fuck
year.
off.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
No.
But now that
I
we
don't
know,
accept
we
your
can set
apology.
expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Did you see that uncomfortable look in her face when she tossed it over to Dennis?
Hello there. My name is Dennis.
They all looked
I work
uncomfortable.
at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and
God
excited
damn it,
to be here
Battlefront
today,
2.
so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November
People
of last
hated it.
year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right.
We didn't do it quite
So
right.
instead of coming out of
Whatever.
the gate sprinting
Understatement
like
of
we
the
really
year.
wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And
One person yelled.
thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team
Out of the 10
loved
players who were
building Ewok
left,
hunts.
5 liked it.
So, as you
Oh my
might
God.
know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around
It's
capturing
insane playing the same
command
trailer on
posts
loop now like 3 times.
and
Yep.
attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
That was the most excitement from the crowd I've heard from it
Yeah,
about anything.
I'm cool with
It's
that.
only fitting that
If I
we
could
begin
fight,
on the planet
on
Geonosis,
Geonosis, yep.
featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. But we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku,
No cheers.
as well as someone to bring balance to the Force,
No one cared about Count
Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin
I
Skywalker.
got some.
There we go.
The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of
He
these
looks
cool
happy
things.
they're not booing.
EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront.
I haven't had a
We
chair
had
thrown
a
at
rough
me yet.
start, but I really think that
Take
this
that as a
game has
victory.
a bright future thank you very much for playing the
very
game,
nervous to be up
providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this
Probably the
the
shot
greatest
collar on him
game
for if he
that
says
we
the
can
wrong
possibly
thing.
build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
They don't get the right to say "May the Force be with you." They smeared that fucking game into the ground. What is this?
I don't know, but it has a boat, and I like boats. Never mind.
Oh man, it's
I no
Unravel.
longer like what's happening.
I didn't even play the first Unravel. I heard it was decent, but again, indie games aren't really my thing. I'll play it if I have fun.
Like I said,
but
I love indie games in certain ways, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I haven't played too many single player like story indie games that I'm too into.
No, I tend to go for more open-ended indie games like original Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Factorio.
Yeah. Did that lighthouse work for a second?
That's a lot of clapping for no gameplay whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hi, it's really good to see you.
They let me out of the basement, finally.
They're showing a lot of no gameplay
In
today, and
Unravel,
it's pissing me off.
We used yarn to
They do this every year, more and more
love
every year.
I know. I hate
Even Bethesda last year
In our
was
new
guilty
game,
of it really badly.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
tear that
but
bond up right at the start.
like, we
You lose
didn't see any
everything,
Battlefield
including
5
your spark.
gameplay,
But
which we
Now
couldn't
they said that
still.
would be coming during Microsoft.
Yeah. Okay. But
You
well,
find hope.
but I thought it was the
and you
story
form
mode
a new bond.
that they were talking
I
about.
thought they said
And
multiplayer
your spark is
was
rekindled.
coming, because they said new multiplayer information. I
And
can't
it
remember
leads you
actually.
off
See,
on an adventure.
I was pretty sure they said more
So
about war
welcome
stories at
to
Microsoft.
Unravel
Okay,
2.
maybe they did, but they did say they had information on multiplayer today, gameplay, but they didn't show any, so maybe
Yeah.
that's coming later during this conference.
Also, we could
It's a
maybe
game
just see some YouTube
about
videos
fresh
uploaded.
starts and second
Of
chances.
people playing the demos,
These
yeah.
two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together.
Okay, so
And
there's
the whole
co-op
game
on this
is
one, and that's
inspired
interesting.
by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or
I'll
you can
admit
play
co-op
it in
makes
co-op with
any
a
game
friend.
better.
But there's always
Especially
two
if you have
characters
ways
there
to fuck each other
sharing
over.
one
If I can
yarn
kill you, I'll be happy.
working together to get through
I know
this
it looks like
adventure.
Little Big Planet, kind of.
It really does, actually. I didn't think of that,
It's
but
quite
yeah.
different
Yeah, I
from the
love
first.
Little Big
It's
Planet,
both
so
friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now. So I brought some help. So please
here we go.
welcome Michael to the stage.
Welcome, Michael.
He's a producer at Coldwood.
welcome to hell, motherfucker.
Totally real gameplay,
And we're
not
gonna try
someone
to show you a
holding a
little bit of what
controller
I'm talking
pretending to play.
about
Nope,
how
never.
you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
What was that awkward look? The fuck was that?
Also, co-op with yourself. I did not like that. Oh,
There we are. So when you're playing
Man,
it by
I thought they
yourself,
just
you can
fucked up
essentially
bad for a
pick up
second.
the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced
I was like, and there you
segments
go,
of the game.
live gameplay.
And we
This is like a
actually tried to
stoner
include
game.
A bit more of those.
I feel like this is what happens when you
because
drop acid and
we
hang out of the
figured that
woods.
Since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have
It is a little
more,
trippy.
like,
I mean, there's
thrill
two
and
people
danger
sitting
and
under that
wow
tree, so
moments.
let's be real.
Yeah,
Places that were like fun and exciting.
they were the only thing that was really there.
One is the present.
And then when you get to the more puzzly areas,
Look at
like
that
this, when you're
turkey.
problem solving, you can split apart into two and
He's
switch back and
hardcore
forth
after him,
between
man.
the two characters. Because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this.
Yeah, come join me. So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue.
Oh boy, he made a friend.
Little celebratory flip there. And the bird is back. Oops. Okay, playing it safely now.
Oops.
I'll swing.
All right. Nice.
And I'll catch you. There you go. Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead.
Can I swing? I wanted to swing.
Okay, this is the scary part.
My turn.
Jesus Christ.
Why is there's a person in the background? What's happening? Are they ghosts? They're transparent.
I don't know, it's trippy as hell. All I know is that Rooster is hardcore after them, and he's gonna be disgusted when he actually gets a bite. My bad, turkey.
Well done.
On the upside, if he takes a bite of one, the other can just yank him out.
Yeah, hey.
Okay, I'll go up.
He's like in like less thread than he went in, and like half of them's hanging there, and they're just no.
Okay, your turn. Yeah, look at me. There you are. Keep him over to the left. Now I'll go. Alright. I'll pull you up. There you go.
Huh.
I'd like to think of it as they just tied their entrails together.
Their intestines.
Mm-hmm.
They're swinging by their intestines.
Now we can breathe again. Yeah, finally. Or can we?
Oh,
so that's
I'm gonna be
that's
honest.
A quick little look
This looks like
at,
very repetitive
level 2.
platforming.
Yeah.
And,
If that is all there is to the game, is platforming of that sort.
yeah,
No.
I really
I
hope you
don't
like it.
like it.
I like the idea of the return of platforming, like Ratchet and Clank got remastered,
I like
and
good platformers.
Crash Bandicoot and stuff, and then
Working on
Spyro.
that's
later this year.
that's a very different kind of platformer than a 2D platformer, more in line with the original Rayman games.
There's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank
We
you
could
to
see
everybody
that at
back home,
Ubisoft.
and
Maybe.
thank you.
No, we'll get more raving rabbit bullshit.
I hate that shit. I love Rayman. I actually bought the game on Switch, the newest one.
Mm-hmm. What is even happening? Are they trying to make you feel emotional attachment for like balls of wolf string?
Oh my god, they're so cute!
They're in love!
Oh my god!
I think they're demons and we need to burn them. For the good of Jesus.
Hey, they're yarn. They'll burn good.
Exactly.
I don't like how that one attaches to the other one. Here, just follow my intestines. I promise it won't hurt us. Looks like they're straight trying to cash in on the Little Big Planet type thing.
Yeah, I definitely do that. I don't mind
the
the
added
music, though.
mechanic of the music's fine, but just with the added mechanic of swinging from entrails and having to use those. It's like if the Little Big Planet sack or whatever he's called, yeah, Sackboy or whatever. If he started unraveling himself.
These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right.
Oh,
you'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
That one guy in the background. Oh my god!
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015,
takes off running out the conference.
we started on this journey with the original Unravel.
Goes to download it.
To seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember.
I know you told me the entire
Game
plot line
Awards as
beginning
well.
to end.
I think I did. Anyhow, in March that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new. And you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams.
There you go, man.
Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So
Show
please
me
welcome Connie
Anthem.
Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
All I'm concerned with.
Thank you, Patrick.
Oh, this looks like she just ran a mile.
I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was.
I think she's
and
scared.
that afterwards, like our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited.
Sea of Solitude.
Maybe a little too excited.
Why are they cheering for her being excited?
Thank you.
Excite me. That's all I want.
I think if she's nervous, they felt
a
good
small
clapping for it.
indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept
What if she would have
to actually
accidentally
becoming
called it Sea of
a
Thieves?
part of EA Originals is simply
Everyone
amazing.
boos.
Let me tell you more about our game.
All right.
When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of
So
everything.
far, I'm getting
you
the
will
flame and the
see,
flood feel.
hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case,
No, that's why I have my
started
cuddle
writing the story
blanket.
when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think
That's why I have my
as an
waifu
artist,
body pillow.
you
Exactly.
process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how like the concept seems to just float out of me like right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but
Gameplay, show
also
something.
how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle.
I get how she's
We
excited
achieve
for it
all
and
this in
everything and
playful ways,
nervous,
so that
but
players who wants to simply enjoy a
I wanna see
fantastic
some shit.
experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about.
this is what
And
being
that's
human
what
is
our
all about.
game is all
Okay, is she a
about.
psychologist?
Thank you.
I want to see some game.
There we go.
Real?
If this is another trailer with zero gameplay, I'm gonna be upset.
I know.
Empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my
Jesus Christ.
soul.
I like the aesthetics. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
do like that.
I like the look of it
No fortune
so far. I want to see gameplay.
I've just chased you so long now.
Unless this is gameplay just recorded from like a weird angle or something.
Yeah.
With no UI maybe.
But nothing is new.
Because some of these parts
Alone in my
are looking kind of like
room,
gameplay.
I tremble
I'm actually okay with that. It looked alright.
I like the aesthetics, but I feel like it's just gonna be another puzzle platformer, which, you played one, you played them all. Oh, it's more sports.
Oh yeah, sports. All right, now we can take a break.
I'm gonna go play one of the old. Street ball games.
There you
on
go.
The PS2.
Now we can take a quick break and give you a word from our sponsor. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God. Our sponsor, Rockstar.
Who says fuck sport games?
Delicious.
We're gonna give you the best one.
Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold your course. Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball, you're on my court.
We're on his court now.
I'm the one. And this is my squad.
Man, Hunter's gonna be pretty excited about that. I have to show him that trailer. I'm not excited for sports, but he loves the NBA games and stuff.
My name's Shay Giblin, aka Young Kid.
Honestly, as far as sports games goes, my favorite are the NBA ones.
The NBA ones are really solid. They're a lot, even though the faces are glitchy sometimes and stuff, they tend to have less glitches than a lot of the others.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it. That was a phenomenal read. And Trini's got the
Oh yeah, sports, esports.
to 19.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have a incredible matchup. It's a rematch.
Still never fails to amaze me that there's actually competitive Madden players.
I know, that's ridiculous.
Hey, you again? You want to get smacked again on TV? Madden 18 champion. He's finally done it.
Oh, our champion is a cocky prick. Look at him.
What a surprise. He's dressed like a hipster.
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting.
The one is like half a
Hi
banana.
everybody, I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kid, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kid, y'all. Give it up. Young Kid, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Uh-oh.
Wow, okay. So the key to be the number one.
Long story short, he has no high school diploma.
That's number one.
There you
Number
go.
two, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to the tournament. So like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money.
Why is that guy wearing so much yellow? What the fuck are those
The
pants?
past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
I'll tell you,
It's been
I
tough.
don't like
I've had
it
a lot
when-
of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times.
when
I made the
esports
final on
champions
TV
and
and
stuff
got
say, "Oh, I
blown
did it
out
for the
by
money."
All those losses it made me gain a lot
That's
of
a
mental
kind of a
toughness,
dick
and that's
thing.
how I got this belt.
I have to admit, if I was in esports, I would say the same thing.
So amazing. There's a lot of.
Why'd you become a streamer?
On that belt for you.
I really like money.
Well,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I want to
you know,
make it on YouTube and
first look at the Madden
and
19
streaming
trailer.
because I want to be able to make
Super
money
excited.
off
It's
of
gonna
it,
be
so I don't have to
fun. It's
work.
lit. I
But
honestly would
not
love
doing
to
it
stay
for
here
the
and talk
money.
to you guys forever. I'm not gonna bore you guys. We're gonna go out. I'm gonna try to take this belt. You know, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
I'll be like, "You're not taking my belt."
They should have made him fight over it.
Worked your whole life to get to
The fuck?
like these.
Let go!
To the very top.
They only told the football player. They didn't tell him. So he's sitting there like, "What are you doing?"
Battle through the pain
The fuck's the belt?
and failure.
The pants are gonna fall down now.
All just to get to this place where you've been told legends
The Rock shows up to reclaim his heavyweight belt.
Oh no.
You fall so you can rise.
Can you smell it?
Can you rise so that you can truly see that it was really.
I'm okay with the WWE games too. They're kind of fun.
Yeah. I used to play them, of course, on the PS2.
Yep.
SmackDown vs. Raw.
I had a. What was it? WCW versus NWO on N64.
Yeah.
In their position.
This game's so realistic, you can smell the sweat and blood.
This game's so realistic, you can feel the concussion. Sorry. They better not come out and talk about Madden NFL because I'm gonna be pissed. That trailer was all I needed for that.
I'm Nathanius, professional
Nathanius.
shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation
Super
a little
excited.
bit differently and give you your
I'm
first
tired.
look at a brand new mobile game.
Oh,
in a
mobile
live
game now, okay.
Winner take all.
Oh yeah,
head-to-head
mobile
match.
game.
Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The
It's a mobile
objective is
game.
straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile
Looks pretty
in the center of the
fucking
map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar
Oh,
fills
thank
up
you.
while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. Takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Are they trying to get into the mobile esports?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup
Yes.
lined up for you here today.
It's
Fighting
literally
for the
what it
blue
looks like.
side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Yes.
He's not Korean, so he's not a good RTS player.
Boo! Get him off
His
the
opponent
stage.
fighting for the red side of the room. A competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
That's his username.
What the fuck? Nickelodeon's gonna come soon.
Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these games.
He's not gonna be able to have shirts.
Backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great
Totally.
match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this
Awesome,
off.
I'm not intrigued
nice
at
little
all. Let's
strategy
do it.
game For those of you out there, it's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to
It's a good genre looking at the screen with the eyes of,
As the
kill
players'
me.
bases have been deployed, and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank position
I feel
that
like
In Control is going for on the top side. Also,
if
very
they really
important
wanted to
as
make
Nick
this an
Night, of course, has a
esport
circle around the center.
Right. Let's
and
see if
stream
he's able
it or
to create
something,
a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there?
it would be better not to stream it from one phone, but instead spectate it and stream it that way.
Going for the anti-infantry, and like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge
Unless it
impact
has
for
no
micromanagement
spectating,
of your
because, you
forces
know,
and protecting that economy
mobile
as well.
games are trash.
Nick at Night with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on the top right
think
side
you
to help
understand how much
cover
I hate
that
mobile.
Rhino as attack
Oh,
bikes
I
move
do.
towards the northwest position. You can see that the missile is beginning
I like mobile
to ready
PUBG, and that's about it.
firing that. That takes out half your
That's because
base.
you're
The
bad
most
at PUBG
important
and it makes
objective
you
on the
feel
map is
good.
to hold those control
Yes.
zones.
Right. And
You are
Control making a lot of
100%
progress on the
correct.
Far right side of the match.
He's done a great job of holding that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger and more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help
There it is.
flank
Putting
those
some
flame
flamethrowers. Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing halfway now.
Oh, there it is.
Two zones
Okay.
To be honest, I'm not even
He will
100%
have
sure
the
what's
missile. We see
happening.
it starts to point
I don't
towards In
fucking
Control's
know.
base.
Let's see.
They're trying to make it exciting by yelling, but
that top corner.
it's
Able
not
to
working.
that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course. Blocking the pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy. Holding those locations is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile, and that fires off.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heady artillery force is doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
And we can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those, as your economy allows you to get these big late game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards this.
Another drill pod we're seeing
fuck
with
is
some
that?
flame
Oh.
tanks.
Yeah, bring in the flank, of course. Those flankers do amazing
I was like,
damage
that's
to
cheating. That's a nuke.
clean that
He's
out.
firing a
Meanwhile,
nuke from underground.
2 more tanks coming out from Nick and Knight to try and secure
I thought this was the only nuke down here.
on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones In Control for Nick and Knight, looking to set things back the other way. In Control trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this little watch out for this missile.
And Nick and
there
Knight's
it goes.
gonna fire that one off and settle
right.
for
Dun, dun, dun.
next missile.
Now, having said what I've said about mobile games,
See what happens.
I honestly think that
Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try
mobile
and deal
games
with
have a
these
place.
forces. But Nick at Knight's done a great
I
job
think
getting that presence, and now also
if you do
harassing
them
the
right,
economy of In Control.
they could be pretty cool. They could be pretty valuable, I guess, to gaming.
If In Control can get this in
But
position, he's going to do some serious damage.
it's just
Stop trying to make them so serious.
yeah, they stop trying to.
They make better, quicker games
lot
than
going on here.
competitive esports games.
Oh yeah.
In Control just needs to
This missile is
I think honestly, if they just made them for fun and stopped trying to make them to make microtransactions out of, then they'd be a lot better.
defeating Nick at
That guy was so excited. Yes!
That was epic. Amazing. What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I really hoped he was going to say, I just came because I was paid.
Let's hear it for Nathanius.
I just came for the money.
Don't we all come for money?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Like old
what you
Marshawn
just
Lynch
saw was the
at that
worldwide reveal
press
of
thing a
Command
long
and
time ago.
Conquer Rivals.
I just came because they pay me to, or because I have to.
Rivals reimagined
Every
the real-time
question.
strategy experience for mobile.
Command and Conquer.
We're giving
Oh, okay.
players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive, head-to-head matches.
Command and
that
Conquer
are
makes
fueled
better
by
regular
skill
PC
and strategy.
RTSs than
I want to be
mobile.
honest.
Now, Rivals will
I
be coming to
enjoyed
iOS
their
and Android
FPS
devices,
game also.
But I'm excited to announce
I don't
that
think I
Android
played it.
players can play
They
the
made
free
one
alpha
Command and Conquer
today.
FPS game.
So head to the
I
Google
enjoyed
Play
it.
Store, search Command and Conquer
Cool.
Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
We'll tell the studio to stop playing the game and get to making it. Uh-oh.
What are we looking at? What are we looking
Is
at?
this Anthem? No.
I don't think so.
It's Command and Conquer.
Is this
trailer.
going to be... Oh, yep. This trailer
Fucking
makes it look a
fag
lot better
shit.
than it is.
Yeah. It's like that,
You got these high...
Game of War or whatever, with the chick, with Kate
Yeah, with the
Upton and
mobile.
all kinds of fucking soldiers and all kinds of shit. It's like, holy shit, what is this? And then
No,
it's,
with the mobile Command and Conquer game. Like, if it was an actual full-on, Command and Conquer game, oh yeah, I would be interested. But this mobile shit, nah.
yeah, I'm not into it. I'll probably get bored one day, and if it doesn't cost any amount of money, I might download it and try it out.
Yeah.
But there's no way I'm gonna give a shit about it.
I like that graphic transition.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Go from badass graphics to little phone cartoon back to badass for like 5 seconds, and then it's like, well.
And then
Command
give
and
the motto.
Conquer for a new generation. Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final things.
Okay, so they are going to close.
I'm blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better.
It makes me angry when he talks.
And so, as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come
because
through.
I want to go ahead and get to the
First, that at the very core is choice. Is that you as players get to choose how you play,
Makes me angry because he doesn't come off to the gamer at all.
What devices you play on.
I really feel like this guy's all about the money.
You feel you are treated fairly. That no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation
$1 million to 3 charities
and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday thread. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support.
Gaming is trying to stop bullying?
Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good.
I just want another bully game.
Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege
to wait for
of
Rockstar.
making games for all of you.
We're gonna stop bullying.
Now, without further ado,
here's our new bully
let's take
game.
a look at Anthem.
Alright, here we go. This is the one.
The gods vanished.
I better see a release date.
Our world in chaos.
No.
Creating. Altering. Destroying.
Book it! Book it!
Anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
You know, this is looking like maybe a release date trailer, but I want to see gameplay. More gameplay.
What is the thing you call gameplay?
EA hasn't heard of it, so I don't know.
I hate when they do like yeah, but it's a redone version.
Yeah.
Reimagined, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I don't like it.
I'd prefer to hear Knights of Sidonia.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite Muse song.
Absolutely no gameplay.
Sweet. No release date that I can see either so far. Something? Please? Alright, well, maybe they're gonna show gameplay now. There was gameplay. There
we go.
I saw the user interface for just a second there. right.
How cool was that?
4 people are gonna come out and play it probably.
You guys have seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like
She
me,
yelled at
have
me
had
and my
tons
feelings
of
are hurt.
questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're gonna do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're gonna take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm gonna bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
I don't know a single name. A bunch of old people. Ah, yes, the old people that make the game.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right?
Yep.
It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about,
so you're telling me this game has been in development so long that dude had enough time to take time off, take a couple years off and come back and still be working on it.
A whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. And we also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with story sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different. And I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
You play the missions together
and we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear when from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms.
They're showing the same concept
of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of Creation. And so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger.
It's not a whole lot.
And then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally, the Storm.
I don't know which one, though. They all look pretty
each
cool.
javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato
He looked
has
directly
a question
into my
connected
soul
to
for a second.
customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
Yay.
So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey, we talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem's going to work?
Yeah, it really is about, the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So, I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay, if we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because at the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that? All right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Jesus Christ.
Freelancer, time to get to work! Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
What's up?
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but
I like those things,
be
those
careful.
small little things. I don't know what those were, but I'm a fan. They've already changed the user interface from what we've seen before. Because now we have all this stuff on the right over here, and used to we had those abilities and stuff in the bottom middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Right. Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
I don't like how much that jumped around.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
I'm curious to know what that bar is on the bottom of the screen. That thing's big, bro. They're not gonna fight that thing? They just... Okay. Alright. See, I don't like that they cut to coming up in here. Makes me think that journey was a little longer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
With no action.
There's a Shaper relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
Some creative usernames there. Colossus02, Storm02.
Hey, they're developers, okay. They're all a bit slow, okay? You gotta forgive them.
Yeah, they not too good on creating names. It's not like they're creating a video game
for a reason. The artist come up with the name.
You've got to silence it fast.
Oh. Jesus. Man, that dude was doing like no damage to that turret.
The relic has been silenced.
Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait,
oh, they're trying to be funny.
Uh-oh.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position.
You know what that man talking in a robot voice
On the
sounds
plus
like
side,
to me?
This definitely counts towards hazard pay.
A ghost from
There's a
Destiny.
train of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it. And we should find the source.
Only difference is he's not flying around with you separately.
Yeah. I'm just glad we're actually getting some gameplay.
Oh yeah.
Huh. I'm just glad this is actually coming out for PC, unlike Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny 1.
How cool was that? I'm so
The one thing I'll agree
happy,
with them, that was actually kind of cool.
Yep, and that
It was, but I wanted to see
actually
that fight.
just a short version of the full demo.
Yeah,
that we
well,
brought
they gotta
here
keep
to
some
LA,
things.
So if you wanna
Oh, you can
come
play
by
that
the
demo
amphitheater
at the place,
EA
so
Play, you can check out the game live.
I'm sure we'll
so
see
I'm
it
sure
actually.
the question on everyone's minds.
Did we get a release date? Oh.
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019.
Okay.
On Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody.
Isn't that the same day as
Thank you so much again to Casey and the
Days
entire
Gone?
Fireware team. I know you guys had that
I'm not
awesome
sure.
theater outside,
I think that's
so I
the
will see you
same
guys
exact
there.
day as Days
Give it up
Gone.
for Casey Hudson, everybody.
That is 4 days after my birthday.
I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause.
Everyone's calling.
Yeah, it's the same
Warframe
exact day.
Some of what you saw today,
Jesus.
you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back
What are you
with a
streaming
buddy in
for?
Unravel 2, which is also available.
What do you mean?
Oh, you
today.
have OBS, you just don't have
Plus,
Twitch
you can
open. That's
take
what threw
on
me
your
off.
friends
You don't have
to
your
Command
thing
and Conquer
open.
Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live
Close the stream.
is going to end.
All right,
I'm
guys,
gonna head
thank you for.
outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Other than Anthem, I am thoroughly disappointed yet again.
Yeah.
Anthem and Battlefield. Yep, as we thought. Only two things that came in that are relatively interesting whatsoever out of that.
That makes me extremely sad. Okay, so I'm looking at the IGN website just to get a quick overview here. We got the NBA Live 19 release date. Got the Sea of Solitude trailer. We of course got the Anthem release date. They announced the new Star Wars game.
Hi guys, my name is Chew Boy. Welcome back to the stream. Now, I know the FIFA 19 was a...
Okay, I don't care about FIFA 19.
Fuck you, guy.
I'm out. Then
YouTube
Battlefield
is
5 official multiplayer trailer. That's what that was. I don't know. When I see a multiplayer trailer, I want to. Obviously, I want to see gameplay, and I don't remember any. I may have just missed it.
Yeah.
But... Oh, and then earlier, PlayStation VR announced a new game called Ghost Giant. It's a puzzle game. The same studio that made Fee or Faye or whatever it's called.
yeah.
Okay, that looks like about all for today's announcements from them, at least, and from PlayStation there.
This is the only conference today, correct?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay. Because no way will I be awake for any more of them.
Are you tired?
And well, they're later in the day. I haven't slept at all today yet.
Oh.
I'll probably stay awake for another hour or two. Go to bed.
Yep.
Eventually. I'm trying to log into Realm Royale right now.
Alright, I'll join you in a minute. Yeah, that's all for Saturday. Tomorrow we have Microsoft, Bethesda, and Devolver.
I care more about Bethesda than you. Wait, unable to connect the servers. Fuck you.
They might be throwing out another patch. Okay. So, I'll probably wake up... See, it's Pacific. I'll probably wake up around 2:30 tomorrow and start streaming Microsoft early in the morning. And
yeah, luckily I work tonight and then I don't work the next day, so I will be free for the rest.
Yeah, I'll stream Microsoft. I'll stream Bethesda too. I probably won't be able to stream Devolver because that's gonna be at 10. It's gonna be while we're at work, or I'm at work.
You're at work.
I'll
probably if I'm awake, I'll check it out. But I don't know how much is coming out of that.
Bethesda's is at 8:30, and they said it's their longest one. So if it goes past 10, I clearly can't stream the whole thing.
I'll text you any big reveals.
Yeah.
Oh my! OMG, Starfield.
Starfield? Oh, god damn it. For a minute there, I was like, what? I was about to freak out.
Did I leave too early?
Thought you were, like, looking at it somewhere.
God damn it. What's happening this time? Okay, this is weird. Okay, my login's doing some weird shit.
Okay. For those watching the stream, thank you guys for watching. Or if you watch the VOD or whatever, it's silent through most of it, so. But then those of you watching the recording afterward on YouTube, thank you for watching. Remember to like and sub and share it around and whatnot. Yeah.